I am super excited to share this with you because I have something that's really rare. It's a Disney acetate record from the Disney Studios in 1951, and I don't know the contents. And it was something that was for in-house use only. It wasn't commercially released necessarily. But we're going to find out what it is together. But let me tell you a little bit about acetates. They were basically a way to record before tapes even. It goes back to like the 1930s when they would record to an acetate record, not vinyl. And it could be anything on it. It could be maybe the composers of a movie would record some of their demo songs. Like Walt Disney could listen to an acetate and hear the songs and see if he wants to use them in the movie. It could be just for test purposes. It could be to play back music. They could be used for records if they were going to do a record album to sell and just record it to an acetate and see what it sounds like. Let me show you a different acetate that I have first. I know the contents of this one. Let me put on some gloves to handle this. This one is from 1961. And these were actually radio spots from The Absent-Minded Professor. So when the movie came out, Disney would send this record to various radio stations, and these are commercials. Can you see the grooves on there? This is like the size of what you would buy in a store, a normal record. But I'm going to flip it over. I hope you can see this, that it's completely blank. There's no grooves in it because it wasn't recorded to. It's just a blank record. And they're amazing to have because very often there was no need to keep these acetates when they were done using them. So what is on this one? Let me show you. I'm going to take this out. Oh, look at, again, this is 12 inches. Again, this is the size that you would buy in a store if you were buying a record. This one is 16 inches. It's huge. Look at this. Look at the difference. You see that? And you could see here that there's the various grooves. It's definitely been recorded to. It says 1951, and it only says BBC. And I don't know what that is. There's a production number. I actually spoke with the Disney Archives to try to find out what the production was, and we got nowhere. So maybe it was I don't mean the archives, they did check, and they just couldn't figure it out either. So maybe it was a production number for the BBC. I'm assuming the BBC is the British Broadcasting Company. Maybe not. Maybe it means something else. But look, it's both sides. Not completely. There's a lot of blank right in this area here. But there's definitely recorded on. So how do we listen? Well, I don't have the equipment for a 16-inch record. I happen to know the foremost music historian or historian of American music. And he has agreed to transfer this for me digitally. And he has the best equipment, so he could make it sound really good. So when I get it back from him, we're going to listen together and find out, is it an absolute treasure or is it just nothing too special? We're going to find out together. All right, I got the audio back from Michael and I'm going to listen for the first time. I have no idea what this is. Here we go. Let's see.
Agent 30.
I think you ought to go over and see Minnie. I think something's the matter.
There he is? Gosh, I sure will. Minnie, for the love of Pete, what's the matter?
Is that
Have you had
Walt?
a time?
Of course I am, silly. I always cry at weddings and on Christmas and things.
It's a recording session. That's incredible. Oh my God.
Wonderful time.
Ah, gee, that's swell. But stop having it so loud. All the guests will think something's wrong.
Is that Walt's Mickey?
But I can't help it.
And I think that first voice might have been Catherine Beaumont, Alice, because
Maybe some music might help. What do you say, Minnie?
music?
Bill, there's a sweet
Because Alice in Wonderland had just come out in London.
And Grandmother Mouse long before that.
This is
You
Minnie?
know, Lavender Blues. Billy.
Sure. Hey, I can get America's most famous folk singer, Burl Ives, to sing that.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like that?
Oh, Minnie, I love it.
Okay, here goes. And Minnie, here's my handkerchief. Enjoy yourself.
I wonder if they sped it up a little, because that bit you heard,
Agent 31.
this means it's a recording session, so they may have sped up a minute.
What's the trouble now?
It's Captain
Captain Hook and Mr. Smee. You know, those two villainous pirates who are always after Peter Pan. Oh, dear. That's what we get for inviting pirates to our party.
Peter Pan wasn't released yet. That was going to come out the next year. But Catherine Beaumont, who played Alice, was also the voice of Wendy. So I'm sure there's Kathy.
It's Captain Hook and Mr. Smee. You know, those two villainous pirates who are always after Peter Pan. Oh, dear. That's what we get for inviting pirates to our party.
There was an Alice in Wonderland, or I thought there was an Alice in Wonderland BBC Christmas show this year.
Hey, Walt.
But this isn't Alice, it's Wendy. Oh,
After all, you're the one that made it possible for me to have this swell music box. And
my God.
I'd sure like to play a song for you.
Thanks, Mickey. I like that.
What will it be?
Well, Mickey, when I see the beautiful Christmas tree here in the room and think about all the things it stands for, I get to thinking about a very favorite favorite song story.
Ford,
this is incredible. Oh my God.
Agent 34.
Wow.
Hey, Walt.
Yes, Mickey.
After all, you're the one that made it possible for me to have this swell music box.
I didn't expect to hear
I'd
Walt.
sure like to play a song for you.
It's the best, probably Walt.
Thanks, Mickey. I'd like that.
Well, what will it be?
Well, Mickey, when I see the beautiful Christmas tree here in the room and think about
Oh my
all
gosh.
the things it stands for, I get to thinking about a very favorite song story of mine.
Good job.
And what's that?
It's about a fellow who lived a long time ago. He wasn't an artist or a musician or a poet, but he went around creating beauty in his own special way.
How was that, Mr. Disney?
Kathy, with only his Bible as a companion, he spent
Johnny
his
Appleseed.
entire life wandering among the Indians and the wild animals planting trees. Apple trees.
Gosh, I know him.
I bet you do, Mickey. His real name was John Chapman, but every school child in America knows him as Johnny Appleseed.
They probably would play the song from Johnny Appleseed, The Lord of Good to Me there.
Agent 35.
There's no music because this is the recording session. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Walt.
Yes, Mickey.
After all, you're the one that made it possible for me to have this swell music box. And I'd sure like to play a song for you.
Thanks, Mickey. I like that.
Well, what'll it be?
Well, Mickey, when I see the beautiful Christmas tree here in the room, and think, you see, he threw me off getting his father to sign here. I almost said something.
At least they finished what he said.
Agent 36.
Mickey? Oh, lovely start on. Goodness, what's this on the floor?
Gee, it's a glass slipper.
You know, I'm beginning to wonder about that part of the story where it said that Cinderella's slipper fitted her foot so snugly. This is the second time she's lost it tonight.
Well, let's find it.
Table and... Goodness, what's this on the floor?
Gee, it's a glass slipper.
You know,
I never would have thought that the record, I really psyched myself up to know it may be nothing, it's just going to be sound bites from something. I
Well, let's find it.
never thought
before we
it'd
find
be Kathy, Walt doing Mickey. It's incredible.
going into the library.
Hey, wait a minute. Here's Cinderella's two best friends, Little Jock and Gus Gus, the kitchen mice. Hi, fellas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas, Gus Gus. Can't say Merry Christmas. Scared. Lucifer, cat looking at me. Silly, Lucifer not hurt you.
That's right, Gus Gus. This is Christmas, and even a cat like Lucifer.
I wonder if it is the actual voice. I don't know.
Those stairs need that walk. Gus Gus not go walk with Lucifer.
He might be talking
Well,
slower
you're right,
because it's going to be
Gus Gus.
sped up.
Let's not tempt Lucifer beyond his strength. Say, have you seen Cinderella? She's lost her slipper again.
Cinderella? Not seen Cinderella. Seen Cinderella, Gus Gus? No, seen Lucifer go, and he seen me.
I know, Mickey. Play one of her favorite songs on the music box, and I'm sure she'll turn up.
Agent 30. Sorry. Agent 40. Agent 40.
I guess that just about puts the lid on Mickey's music box for the day. It's been great fun having you with us and speaking for everyone here we'd like to join Mickey in sending to all our friends on the other side of the Atlantic the warmest greetings and best wishes. Goodbye and happy Christmas.
Okay, that's probably the end of the broadcast, so what's next?
HM 41.
You're 41? HM 41. So, Merry Christmas. Say Merry Christmas, Gus Gus. Silly, Lucifer not hurt you. Cinderella, not sing Cinderella. Sing Cinderella, Gus Gus. Oh boy, gonna play Cinderella music. Be happy, Gus Gus. Gonna play Cinderella music.
So probably what we heard before was, I bet the voice before was just a standing voice, and then this is probably the recording session. And
Can't say Merry Christmas. Scared.
Gus Gus.
Lucifer, cat, looking at me.
And I wonder if they just had it recorded slower.
Then why Lucifer asked me to take walk? Huh? Gus not going walk with Lucifer.
There we go. Unbelievable. I just can't believe that. I really psyched myself up for it to be just sound clips from a movie or maybe radio spots for something. But oh my gosh, I can't believe it's got Walt and Kathy and as Wendy, or at least announcing Peter Pan. Peter Pan wouldn't even come out till 1953, actually, 2 years after this. This was recorded in 51. I don't know if this broadcast was on in 1951. I don't even know if it exists. Isn't that crazy? What a treasure. I'm blown away. What a treasure. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it.